One of Destiny's biggest mysteries has been revealed. You ever wonder about the past life of your guardian? Important NPCs we interact with daily at the tower. Since the game first released, this knowledge was hidden, until now. Welcome Guardians, today we discuss these mysteries. If you play Destiny, you've likely met IKORA'S. She is one of the leaders of the Vanguard and its Guardians, and one of the most prominent characters of the franchise. She's been in the game since Destiny 1 released, and has some pretty prominent roles in seasons and major releases as of late. We've known some cool facts about her, like Osiris was her mentor. She holds the longest win streak in the Crucible at 25 wins. She leads the Warlocks and loves to dive into the meaning behind why things happen. But like IKORA, we don't know much about these Guardians, specifically who they were before they were risen in the light, the human lives they lived, names and families some of them had. When a Guardian is risen by a ghost, they have one job: protect humans, Earth, and the Traveler. The past didn't matter. And for a long time, and still to this day, it's recommended that Guardians not look into their past lives.
Hello, Guardian.
Oh, shanks.
What do you think you're doing? You belonged in the city. But instead of standing by your brothers and sisters when Gaul came for us, you were here, doing what you always do, what you were never supposed to do.
But despite that warning, some have, like Anna Bray, who woke up with her name tag on her hip, following her down a rabbit trail across Earth and Mars. She learned about Bray family drama, creations, and atrocities caused by her grandfather. The Edge of Fate campaign gives us a similar story, except this time, instead of looking for her past, the past came straight to IKORA, reveals her previous life thanks to the Nine. A main theme of this next saga is of course fate, for many characters, and one of the main campaign plots follows this for IKORA'S. She was brought to Kepler for a reason too, to set these events in motion and learn how it all happened in the first place. About halfway through the campaign, we learned that IKORA as a human lived in Chicago. She worked at the Department of External Observations, the same place that Lodi did. His name was Louis Yarrow. It seems IKORA almost answered the call that the Nine had, but left in a panic one day from work. And because of that, she got hit by a train and died. Lodi answered the call instead. We learned that, like Lodi got transported through time, the Nine choosing his fate, so too did IKORA. On that drive home from work, the Nine had her killed by this train. The reason? So she would become a Guardian one day, Vanguard leader, and eventually venture to Kepler.
Two speaks on behalf of three, that you might grasp your necessary presence at this point in space, in time. Commander, your first step. Scheduled at our hand. An intervention necessary to ensure attendance.
The Nine killed me to get me here?
From simple perspectives, the technicality.
Why would we listen? The Nine manipulated our lives. How far back?
Two showed me how you died. But I already knew the rest. You deserve to know the truth. I'm sorry, Miss Ray.
We learn her name was Dr. Nella Davis. In the collector's edition goodies and lore tabs, we can see that Lodi, Lewis, and Dr. Davis had letters written to each other. I believe this same envelope is even seen on her desk in the cutscene. The department was working on extra-dimensional gravity-based projects, weapons, and interactions with alien species and technology. We see that Davis Ikora was a mom. She had hair, and you even get glimpses of her witty-like personality through the music and dancing. In the campaign, Ikora learns this and at first is shocked. I'm sure anyone would be. But she decides to press on during the fight to help the Guardian and Lodi with Vex and this mystery of the singularity.
How long did you know?
From the second I saw you.
Why didn't you tell me?
Because you're not her! I figured the Nine put you here to torture me. The one face I'd recognize. And she had no idea who I was. If I told you, it would be because I wanted that. Not because it would help you.
Well, you're right. It doesn't. You know that much about me, Lodi. Did the Nine kill me just to ensure I would end up here?
Yes. Maybe your body had to be in the right place for your ghost to find you.
I woke up by a tar in the desert with a flower in my hand. Ophiuchus chose me as his guardian. And every choice I made led me here.
Catastrophic intervention. That flower was an aster.
I don't want to know. Don't tell me her name. Don't tell me anything about her. She's dead.
She eventually wants to know though, and Lodi reveals her name to her when she asks.
Lodi, before we get further, the woman you knew, what was her name?
Are you sure you need to know that, Ikora?
I want to know who I'm fighting for.
You're fighting for the most fearless person I know. And when we get to that god, you're going to ask him why they killed Dr. Nella Davis.
Ikora died in Chicago by this train the Nine sent to have her killed. But she tells us that she woke up in a desert next to her car. So I think the most logical thing we can come up with is that after she got hit by this train, it may have transported her too, like it did to Lodi. Lodi went to Kepler. Ikora went to a desert sometime in the future. The perfect spot for her ghost to find and resurrect her later on. She said when she was resurrected, she had that same flower. The same one we see in the Edge of Fate, and possibly the same one representing the pendant on her chest. There is so much foreshadowing and little secrets you can find, like letters about the Nine, and even at the beginning, that same train flies past Ikora in the EDZ, setting these events in motion, what we would come to learn later on. Next to the Edge of Fate stuff, we don't have much in Ikora's early Guardian life at all. So we know she was revived in a desert. It seems then to just jump to her being a disciple of Osiris, his student. After Osiris was exiled for diving into darkness and Vex technology, Ikora became the representative for the Warlocks. And from there, we pretty much know the rest of her story. Throughout Destiny 1 and 2, there's been a lot. So to me at first, it seemed like kind of a weird fit to have Ikora in this DLC. It seems she's done most of the heavy lifting in big expansions as of late. And we always seem to see her in seasons over the other main Vanguard leaders. I mean, Crow is more recent, but you get the idea. When the DLC was revealed, it was like, was Ikora just here to commentate over things and show the Guardian around Kepler, or would there be more meaning behind it? And that second one there couldn't have been more true. We've seen a lot of Ikora, but this time it went way deeper. She wasn't talking about threats we have to deal with, the darkness and pondering in the tower. We actually learned valuable information on a decade-old character's story, which is pretty cool. We know the rest of Ikora's story to fill in the middle gaps, but in my opinion this was a great plot in this time of Destiny's lifespan. Do you think we could see more arcs like this in future DLCs? Maybe Renegades brings out Shin Malphur. But anyway, Guardians, that's all we got for today's video. A lore update on the Warlock Vanguard IKORA, or should I say Dr. Nella Davis. If you'd like to see some more Destiny news, lore, and mysteries just like this video, please be sure to subscribe to the channel. I thank you very much for watching, and I'll catch you all in the next video.